Today we're going to take a look at how to insert text features into your slide or your essay. The one thing I want you to take note of is you'll be using different text features such as photographs. You are going to be also making sure that you cite those photographs, and I will show you how to do that. Make sure you use some headings. It is also a great idea to be able to use captions to tell us why is that photo important and how does it support the text, as well as some maps of where things are located that might be helpful. Okay, you will need a total of 5 different text features. This means that you could use bold words, you could create a glossary, you can make sure that you have headings, maps, captions, photographs. There will be a list of text features that you can use that might help to support the text in your essay. Let's first take a look at the headings. At the top, you'll notice that Mrs. Culp has given this section a catchy heading, Rosa Parks, a hero. She has made sure that the heading is a different size font than the letters below. How she did that was she highlighted those letters. She went up to this section of your toolbar, and then she decided, I'm going to make sure that this goes either larger or smaller. She can also bold her words by using this feature, which will make it a little bit darker and catch your eye. The way that you set up your text on your page will be able to show the readers how that text is supported by the features that you use. One text feature you can also use are bold words. Bold words will help bring attention to words that might be difficult. If I wanted to make sure that people understood this word segregation, that is an important word to this time, I would highlight that word and then I would just make it bold. I could create a glossary by going to my last slide and just adding a slide, new slide. I could title that glossary, but I first would need to make sure I insert a text box. Since slides don't automatically come with the ability to type anywhere, you have to create a text box. I would make sure my heading for glossary was bold and also a little bit larger. And then I could also center it if I would like to by clicking on this top and then making sure that I can put it right in the center if I'd like to make sure that that has the attention there. In order to get rid of that alignment, I come back up to the top and then I click the over button. The first word of my glossary should also be bold. And then I would type that word, unbold it, segregation is the separation. The separation between two sets of people, or I could also get a more defined definition that is straight from, I just typed in the word segregation, and I have the action or state of setting someone or something apart from other people or things, or being set apart. And I'm going to take this last part off here. So segregation is bold, and I can also make that a little bit smaller so that I have that all set up for my glossary in the back of my text. Another text feature would be using photographs. If you go straight up to the part here where it says insert image from the web, it's really hard to get the URL in the website from these pictures. So if I just search for Rosa Parks here, and I get this picture here and it inserts, I don't necessarily have the web address where it comes from. So I'm going to choose, instead of that, I'm going to choose to go up to my browser, open a new tab, and search for Rosa Parks this way in images. You can also use Google Safe Search to make sure that images that are appropriate only come up. Once I find a picture that would be suitable for my text, I can put it off to the side. If I just click on it a little bit, it will go off to the side for me. I can right-click, hit copy image, bring it over to my slide, and hit paste. I can resize the picture or the image wherever I would like. However, just be careful because sometimes this will adjust your text. So you might need to play around with it a little bit to make sure that it is fit with the text. I also need to put the URL with it, which is why it's hard to do it within the slides themselves. So I'm going to go up to the picture. I'm going to hit copy link address. When I bring this over, I have to create a text box underneath the photograph to be able to put the link for that web address. Watch what happens though. When I paste that in there, it's really, really long. So instead of just going straight to this box, which you can do, I can make it the link by hitting the space bar. I'm going to take that link It's already copied for me, but I'll copy it again to show you where to go. I'm going to go to an icon called tinyurl.com. When I go to tinyurl.com, I can enter a long web address by hitting paste, Control V, or my right click and paste. And then that really long URL can make it really, really small. Do you see the top up here becomes only this little one right here. So instead of using that other URL, I'm going to make it really small. Delete that one and paste that new one. Hit spacebar to show that it is actually a web address. So that makes it a little bit more manageable and more eye-friendly to put inside of my text. If I would like to create a caption there, I can create another text box and create a caption to go underneath that as well. I would hit insert, text box, and then I can draw it right underneath here. And then I would write something about Rosa Parks was a seamstress at the time of her arrest. So I can use that as another type of text feature within my biography. Other types of text features include timelines. You could create the timeline for your person. You can also make sure that you use a table or a chart that would be helpful. Other things that you might find as you're researching, that might find to support the text. Use any of these features to help you enhance your writing and to make it more clear to your readers.